Hi everybody, Cindy here with Pathways Homestead, and today I am going to pickle quail eggs. So we have a ton of quail eggs here at the homestead. I've not been able to go to farmer's market for the last few Saturdays, and so I have accumulated a lot of quail eggs. Gary absolutely loves pickled quail eggs, so I am going to pickle some. I have some here that I have boiled, and I have a friend that told me, oh no, steam them, don't boil them. So I'm going to compare. I've got the boiled ones. I'm going to steam some, and we'll see which one I like better. So I've steamed my quail eggs for 5 minutes, and now I'm going to add ice. Okay, so I've added ice. I'm going to let them sit for a while longer and cool a little bit so I can handle them. And I'm going to transfer them into this bowl and probably still have a little bit of ice on them. Alright, so I've let my eggs sit in ice water for about 30 minutes. And we're going to give it a go and see what we get. These are the eggs I steamed, and these are the eggs that I boiled. So we're going to try to peel them, start with the boiled ones, and see which ones we're going to get first. So just crack it. I've got a little canister here to hold my scraps, so we can feed them to the hogs. So this is a boiled one. It's peeling pretty nicely. Oh, we're getting a little bit of a tear up there. I'm just going to run it around in some water I got here in the sink. So it's not as pretty as it could be. Let's see about, these are some of the boiled ones I've already started peeling because I got a little anxious waiting. So we're going to try one that's been steamed. These eggs are cold. I let them get really good and cold in that ice water. Alright, that one did beautiful. So we'll see. Let's try another steamed one. I have a bowl of cold water in the sink so that I can kind of rinse them a little bit before I put them in the jar. Because sometimes there's little bitty pieces of the shell that stay behind. Another one. It's beautiful. So let's try another boiled one. And I will tell you, I have been struggling with the boiled ones this morning. And all these eggs were gathered 2 weeks ago. In a 1 week span. Now that it's getting cooler, we're not quite getting as many quail eggs as we were getting, but we're still getting a lot. Still, same thing with the boiled ones, still having a little bit of them, struggle to peel them. Here's another steamed one. It's peeling very nicely. A little bit of a tear up because I got in too big of a hurry. Overall, I think I'm going to agree with the steam method as being the easiest way to peel them. Still have to be very careful. The whites are extremely delicate. To be very careful peeling them so that you don't accidentally tear that white. My pickling spices come to a boil. I just use Mrs. Wage's bread and butter mix. I did put a few slices of jalapeno in each jar, and so now I'm just going to fill the jars with the brine. I always forget my paper towel, so now I'm going to wipe the rims. That's just to make sure I get all liquid and any pieces of particles off. Tighten the rings down. And then I'm going to hot bath these. Wait 15 minutes and come back and pull them. 1 minute warning on my timer went off, so my timer will go off in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my canner. I'm going to let that rest a little bit, and then I'll come back and pull out my jars. I did have one break in there. I heard that break, and so I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it until this cools down a whole lot, and then I'll clean it all out. But so that kind of makes me sad. I do have some old jars, and sometimes the temperature changing and things like that, or sometimes they just break. They've gotten bumped or something and they break. Okay, so waited a few minutes, and I'm going to pull out my jars. There we go. I have pickled quail eggs. I have pickled quail eggs ready to store on the shelf. We'll wait and see how many of them seal. If they don't seal, I'll just put them in the refrigerator. You don't have to hot bath them. You can just put them in the brine and put them in the refrigerator. Gary likes to just boil the eggs, peel them, and put them in used brine that he's eating all the pickles out of. But here we go. We've got some pickled eggs, and they're going to go on the shelf after they've cooled, and we'll have them this winter. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a blessed day.